Welcome to another Pastor's Chat. I just can't believe already almost 9 months have passed since we started these chats to encourage and maybe just to lift up a few people, but to give insight to what's going on in life and maybe in your world in which you live. I've always thought if you want to find out what happened yesterday, read the newspaper or look on the internet for the news or watch the television news, and they'll give you their perspective of what happened yesterday. But if you want to know why what happened, read the Bible. If you want to know what's going to happen, read the Bible. The Bible doesn't just tell you what's going on, it tells you why it's going on. And Romans chapter 1 is one of those chapters that really opens up to the whys of what's happening in our culture and in our society and in our nation and in our world today. Now remember, Paul was writing to the church at Rome, and Rome had become a great world power, but Rome had become corrupt. Rome had become a place of debauchery, and Rome literally was already falling apart when the Apostle Paul was writing this letter to the church and to the believers that were at Rome. And he gives tremendous insight to the ways of God and how God works in nations and in people's lives. And so we're looking in Romans chapter 1 right now. And remember, as Paul gave his salutation or his introduction to himself, reminded the people that he had a burden, a passion to come to Rome to share with those there that they might increase in their faith and in the gifts that God had blessed them with. He also makes those three big I am statements. I am debtor. I am obligated to bring the good news to everyone I can. I am ready as much as is in me to share this good news, and I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. He was not ashamed of someone that the world kind of thought was just a carpenter who was crucified between two thieves and didn't have a real good reputation as far as most of the intellectual and cultural world was concerned. Who is this Jesus? But Paul said, the greatest intellectual ever said, I am not ashamed of this Jesus, and I want to tell you more about him. And then he talks about how the just shall live by faith. There's only one way to know this God, and that is by faith. The just shall live by faith. The righteousness of God is revealed from faith to faith. It begins with faith. It ends with faith, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. He is the one and only one who can bring us into a place where we really can see and know God. You know, over the years, I've often wondered, how do you define faith? In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Through faith we understand. Through faith we see. Through faith it's revealed to us. Faith opens up our vision, our spiritual vision, to the reality of God himself. Just like our five senses, our sense of smell, which I appears have lost my sense of smell and my sense of taste. There's two of the five senses right there we have that coronavirus took away from me for at least some period of time. Slowly, I think it's coming back. But those let me enjoy the world around me. Touch and sight and hearing, these senses let me understand and perceive the reality of the physical world around me. Well, faith is a spiritual ability. It's the ability to see the things of God, to perceive the things of God, to enjoy and experience God himself. Only comes by faith. And so everything begins with faith and everything ends with faith when it comes to eternity and God himself. Now, I'm convinced everyone has some sense of faith inside of them, because Paul is going to go on these next verses and talks about how creation reveals that there is a God. There is a consciousness within us that tells us there is a right and a wrong, and there is a God that we're going to be accountable to. And then, of course, we have the Word of God and the proof of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ today to tell us who this God is and how much he loves us. Oh, this is a wonderful chapter, and I'm looking forward to getting into these next verses that'll help us better understand who our God is, how he is at work in the world around us, and what we can expect if we continue to turn our back on God, but what will happen if we trust Him. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.